Breaking news. See the vow Northern elders have taken over presidential candidates in respective of where he hails from. Hello, my wonderful people. This is the new thing going on now. Northern elders are taking an oath to say, you know what, whatever happens, we'll take our future in our hands. But I want to say something categorically clear here. All of a sudden, they've become wise. All of a sudden, they've become wise. It's bad enough that in 2015 we made a mistake. What about 2019? What happened? Because at this time, the Fulani headsmen are fully swung into action. And if you speak, the South speak to say, let us impeach Buhari. It was the North that was the first to say, please leave him. Oh, and you know all that and all that have been going on with that regard. So when you look at it, you understand exactly where we are coming from, that there is trouble currently going on. You understand, really sincerely speaking, that there is trouble going on currently right now. Listen, guys, enough of all that is currently happening. Let's get all the details and see what is happening. See the vow Northern elders have taken over presidential candidates. Northern Elders Forum has said the region will vote for a competent presidential candidate in the 2023 general election, regardless of where the candidate comes from. The NEF's Director of Publicity and Advocacy, Dr. Hassan Baba Hamed, while speaking with newsmen after a meeting of Northern Elders of their thoughts and the group at their warehouse, Kaduna, on Saturday, said, Northerners will not repeat the mistake they did that produced President Muhammadu Buhari as the country's president in 2015. President Muhammadu Buhari, he said, is a disappointment, and it is only the North, not only to the North, but to the entire country, and was voted into office based on sentiment. Especially the North, we were very sentimental, being that he's from the North, but he failed woefully. The North, Baba Hamed, said was deceived into voting Buhari, believing that he will address the challenges in the region and address the situation of the worsening insecurity, being that he has been a military leader before. According to him, any Nigerian from any part of the country reserve the right to contest for the presidency, and the North will vote any competent candidate from any part of the country, including the southern region, and said, we have vowed that nobody will compel us into voting anyone of their choice. We will ensure that we vote only competent hands, irrespective of whether the person has Buhari's backing or anybody for that matter. We will only vote hands that will move this nation forward, warning that no politician should take the North for granted. They said it was not enough to be a Northerner to secure support from the region, stating that only the best candidates will be supported by the North as they are working at this and are making sure that this is the only perspective and what will happen currently speaking. So this is what is going on. Northerners have had meeting, and that meeting, when they had the meeting, part of what they did is that they have vowed that right now, speaking and going forward, they will ensure, that the North produce the next president. And when the North produce the next, not particularly the North, but anyone who is going to become the next president of the country, they will, they will support the person irrespective of, wherever the person is coming from. They will give their ultimate support to such an individual, saying that it does not matter whether the person is from one region or the other. But again, they speak this, and in fact, they are speaking with two different voices. The same people once said that they will never support anybody from the Southeast, that anybody from the Southeast will not make the country to move forward, that anybody from the Southeast will be, will be against Nigeria. Anybody from the Southeast will not hold, according to them, will not hold the premise of, true leadership, and anybody from the Southeast will rather cause Biafra's agitation to become real. So, I mean, these people are neither here nor there. Okay, so you don't win with them. If you turn to this side, they have something else to say. Again, we need to know that human beings are insatiable. irrespective of where they are coming from, they are insatiable. Whether from the north, whether from the south, they are insatiable. And we need true leadership. We need men and women, honest people, to govern the affairs of this nation. Don't forget that they'll be representing us in every aim and sphere of affair. And so we must be very, very honest in our dealings of who becomes Nigerian's president. Irrespective of what we think of this person or whatever goes on, we must be very honest. We cannot continue to, lie to ourselves that because somebody has done this and that, so he deserves it. For the 36 governors now we currently have, who do you think has done well? And that person should be given opportunity to come and replicate it in the nation. Who is leading his or her state well? In infrastructure, in education, in healthcare, who is doing well? Who readily comes to mind? Because whatever is going on now, don't that person will not suddenly change. No, the person will not suddenly become a saint. You are deceiving yourself if you're thinking that that person will suddenly change. No, no. There is no change tied to that person's belt at all. There is no change tied to that person's belt. Whatever you think that that person will do, you may just be making a huge mistake. Most of them, honestly speaking, are just after their political ambition, not because they care, not because they think that this Nigerians and or the country as Nigeria as a country needs change, and we need to get things done right. How many of them, honestly speaking, really care for our educational system? Go and investigate. If we have 36 governors, 34, their children are schooling abroad. Starting from the very president, his children schooled in England. All his children, including his son's wife, is currently studying architecture to become an architect in England, University of Surrey, precisely. You can investigate and do your own, do your own investigations. She's the daughter of the Emir of Kano currently now. She is an architect, studying to become an architect. So who exactly are we deceiving? Let's call a spade a spade. Who exactly are we deceiving? Who exactly are we deceiving? So irrespective of what's going on and what's happening, the truth must be told. The time to come off the lies is now. Okay? The time to come off those lies is now. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Remember that every one of us have got a duty to speak out. Every one of us. And so the time to stand on truth is now. The time to stand for truth is now. Leave us a comment. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.